Can't get my color right. Can't get my color right. What's wrong with the color on this thing? Welcome back to the Junk Room, everybody. It's me, the Junkman, coming back at you with the second video today. The other video was kind of a news video for my car, so I'm not really going to count that. I wasn't going to even do a video today, but I came across this yesterday, and I said, I've got to talk about it to the fine people out there, at least the Star Wars vintage fans out there. You'll probably get a kick out of this. Now, if you clicked on this video, you're probably saying, hey, Junkman, what's with the misleading thumbait? What's with the misleading, what's it called? Clickbait. Or not being real direct with the thumbnail. Well, if I said this video was going to be about Star Wars merchandise that you used to knit with, not knit with, that you knitted with, you know, where you take that little hook and you, old ladies do it, you know what I'm talking about? Make a knit stocking or a knit Buddha hat or something. If I put that on the thumbnail, you probably wouldn't click on it. And still, you're probably saying, why don't I want to watch a video about vintage Star Wars knitting supplies? Well, I think if you're a fan of the Kenner Star Wars toys, you'll get a kick out of this if you've never seen it. It's not something that really comes up much. In fact, I've never seen one in person. I've checked eBay and I found one on there that sold recently for about $200, but they're kind of rare. One thing, because most of them was open at that time but wasn't saved. So let's take a look at what I'm talking about here. They were made by, what's the company? Leewards. I had to cheat and look. Leewards. Now, this was a company that sold crafting supplies. Now, they had their own stores where most of these were sold, but they also sold them out of catalogs also. But this company was bought out by Michaels in 1994. Now, what's interesting about these knit kits where you could knit a rug or a pillowcase or something, what I like about these, I think you will, what I like about these, and I think you will also, is the box that they came in. They're very Kenner style for a company that wasn't owned by Kenner. It's surprising that they went with this Kenner look. A lot of toys that wasn't Kenner related, or at least owned by Hasbro, owned by Kenner at the time, which was under General Mills. They didn't use this same look. But Leewards, I guess they just didn't have time to design their own look, so they said, hey, Kenner, let's kind of copy yours. Is that okay? And maybe that's what happened. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Now, before we look at that box art, let's look at the Leeward catalog at these kits. As you can see here from the back of their 1980 catalog, they're from The Empire Strikes Back. It seems to be the only kit they did. None from the first movie, Star Wars, or as you younger people call it, A New Hope, or the later movies like Return of the Jedi. And here's what you can make with them. There's two different ones. One's a pillowcase kit and the other one's a rug. Let's take a closer look inside the catalog. Again, it's almost a picture like on the back. You got two different Vaders, Yoda, 3PO, a Chewbacca, Stormtrooper running at you, R2 and 3PO, and two different R2s. You can see the size there for the R2, the rug versus the pillowcase. That's a pretty small pillow. But again, what I wanted to talk about here and show was the box art for the front of it. Now, before we get into those, let's take a look at the Empire Strikes Back boxes done by Kenner. As you can see here, the Empire Strikes Back box. It's mostly black. It has the silver trim around the photo. Has the Empire Strikes Back logo. And then the title, and Kenner at the bottom. You're all familiar with this look. Now, this look wasn't just for the board games. As you can see here from this playset, the black box, the silver trim around it, the logo, that's the Kenner look. You even have the gold trim on the cards for the action figures. Now, go back to the original Star Wars figures in 1978, and it's almost the same. It has the double track silver, which we call, in the collector's world, the double track. And it has something interesting up in the corner, Luke and Leia. Luke holding the lightsaber, Leia in front of him. Very famous photo. That was dropped by The Empire Strikes Back. I only used the early Star Wars stuff. But now let's look at these Leeward kits. We'll start with R2-D2. As you can see here, it's very close to the design of Kenner. If you saw this at a store just walking by, you would probably think, if you saw it out of the corner of your eye, that this was something Kenner related. And notice they used the Luke and Leia logo that's on the early Star Wars package. You never see this on an Empire Strikes Back package, but for some reason Leewards decided to put it on this package also. As you can see from the close-up of this box, very Kenner-like. And you can see that the size of this rug is 15 by 15. Now the back of the box isn't anything special, so I won't look at each one. It has a little window so you can see inside of the yarn or whatever you're getting on the inside. I really don't know about these kits. I never made anything with them. The side of the box again looks very Kenner-like. As you can see here with the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back logo, the name of it R2-D2, and what all comes in the box. A latch hook is not included. Oh shucks. I sure wish it came with a latch hook, whatever that is. It did come with a full color canvas, yarn, yay, yarn, and instructions. Well, I hope it did come with instructions. That would be horrible if it didn't. Now let's check out some of the other boxes they did because I think they were pretty cool. Now I'm just going to stick them right here, but I think you want to get the effect of these boxes, I think you want to see the full photo. So let's take a look at the other R2-D2. This one here is the latch hook rug kit. And it doesn't come with the latch hook, whatever that is. Now, of course, you couldn't make anything from The Empire Strikes Back without including everyone's favorite green Jedi, Yoda. Let's take a look at it. As you can see, it's Yoda with a pose I think we're all familiar with. And again, this box just screams Kenner. It screams vintage. I really like it. It makes you think, man, maybe if they made the large size Yoda in the 12-inch line that they canceled before The Empire Strikes Back, might be what it would have looked like. And they did two different Darth Vaders, so we're going to have to look at both of them. And here's another latch hook pillow kit with Darth Vader. I love this photo. Although they are Kenner-like, I'm glad they didn't use the same photos that the Kenner would have used. Like the Darth Vader isn't the Darth Vader Kenner photo. Now I'm not really sure how this pillowcase looks when you're complete, but I guess the fun of it was making it. And here's another Darth Vader for the rug kit. And the rug is 20 by 27. And there's Darth Vader with the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back logo in the corner, and again Luke and Leia in the other corner. Now, sadly, the only picture I can find of this one has a light glare on it. Sorry about that. Let's take a look at, I better say it right, C-3PO. And here's a droid everyone that doesn't like R2-D2 loves. Man, how would you have loved for your Gammy to make you this rug as a kid? Now, you can't talk Star Wars without talking Wookiees. So let's check out the Chewbacca. Rawr, look at him, man, there's Chewbacca. It's not really a good picture of Chewbacca. I mean, he's kind of looking down. I think I would have used another one for the photo art. Again, I just really love to look at these because they have that Kenner style. If you collect vintage Kenner stuff, they would look good in your collection. Now, we talked about the board game and how they look black with the trim around it and everything. Now, these two kits we're going to look at next, by just glancing at them, they almost look like a Kenner board game box. Let's take a look. I really like this design here. As you can see, it's a picture used from Hoth, and it's the picture you really don't see that very common of the two droids. Now, sadly, when you make that rug, it doesn't have that Rebel Trooper in the background. And now we'll look at probably my favorite out of these. Again, it looks kind of like a board game by just glancing at it, and it's the Stormtrooper. Now, this is a picture of a Stormtrooper I can't remember seeing. I'm sure I've seen it before, and it looks like they may have added in the laser bolt themselves. I'm not sure. But it's an interesting box design for sure. It's a Stormtrooper in the halls of Bespin firing a laser. And the rug is of course a Stormtrooper running with his rifle. Whoa, I really love these. I think I've said that 100 times, so you're probably sick of hearing it. Now the company also did this thing where you can make your own sun catcher, and the package for them look a lot like something Kenner would have done. I'm not going to look at each one because the package is the same. Just the sun catcher is different. So let's just take a look at the Darth Vader. As you can see, it has the look of a Kenner package. The silver trim, this logo. It has the icons of each one they make. Darth Vader, Stormtrooper, IG-88, 3PO, R2, Luke on a tauntaun, Luke just with his gun, Princess Leia, Yoda, a snowspeeder that's in space. That's the only time I can remember a snowspeeder in space. Isn't it in space? Looks like it's in space to me. The Millennium Falcon and the X-Wing. What I don't like about this package is they didn't seem to place the icons right. Vader and the Luke Trooper were going up over the silver bar. Should have kept it all within inside the frame. But that's me being nitpicky, I guess. And down at the bottom we have whatever it takes to make these sun catchers in little bags, shrink wrapped to the package. Again, the package design for all of these were the same, so I didn't see a need to go through each one. If you're really into sun catchers, maybe just let me know in the comments and I'll do a whole video about these. But have you ever seen these before? These craft making, or pillowcase making, and a rug that looks very Kenner-like. Or am I just losing my mind and they don't look anything like anything Kenner would have done? But I think you'll agree they do have that Kenner look to them. And I don't see many people talk about this. It's kind of like a forgotten vintage toy. I guess you call it a toy, or vintage merchandise. And I really like the obscure stuff that people forget about, especially from the early days of Star Wars. So let me know in the comments below. Have you seen these? Do you have them? And if they're new to you, if you hadn't seen them before, how would you like them? Would you like them part of your Star Wars collection? I think they look good sitting up over here. And maybe if you didn't know about them, maybe you'll go out looking for them today. Maybe I got you into something new you didn't know about. Well, as always, please subscribe to the channel. Thumb up so I know you like my content, and we'll talk again soon.
Junkman. Thank you, sir, for that unsolicited testimony.